Hi everyone, Chillax here and welcome back to another Anchor Panic video. So with version 1.6 coming to a close, I figured that now would be a good time to discuss the current meta towards the end of version 1.6 with the release of Thunderrock, who's the lightning defender that you see before you. The structure of this video will be as follows. First, I will go over the top 8 operators that are still quite impactful in normal arena PvP. I'll go over why they are relevant, go over how I personally build them, then we'll go next over the top team combinations that I think are dominating normal arena, and then we'll do some replays to showcase the teams in action. So without further ado, let's begin. So let's talk about Thunderrock first, because she was released in version 1.6. Thunderrock is quite good because she scales off of both HP and defense, and she uses both stats to good effect. To be more specific, even though she is unable to receive healing from allies, she does have the ability to heal herself thanks to being able to parry after every 3 attacks. And so if you position her in the frontmost position where most enemies typically target, she has the ability to parry at least once per turn, which allows her to have a lot of self-sustain. And it's always nice when she fully parries an opposing Abyssalicia's energy burst. That's very satisfying. And not only that, she has the ability to provide shields as well as defense buffs to all allies thanks to her energy burst, and she also has the ability to provide damage reduction to your party and even enhance the shields that are created by herself, as well as your Liliras, your Flickers. Yeah, she's an excellent partner for those heroes. Yeah, so she has made an impact on the normal arena meta. The way I personally build her is, of course, with her signature sigil, going HP, defense, speed. For the model set, I'm currently 4-piece block rate, 2-piece HP, but I will be experimenting with 4-piece HP, 2-piece defense, I think after I build Frost Jade next update. But this model set has been working very well for me, so even if I don't change it, I'm pretty confident in it. And I would say that if you can, try to have 5 out of 5 block chance, 5 out of 5 shield enhance. Now, because of my particular team building with her, I do find benefit to having 6 out of 6 speed and also having speed on her signature sigil. I tend to favor and value speed very much in PvP. Yeah, and then model set will be speed, base HP, and defense, because she scales off of both HP and defense, so I like to give a little love to both stats. Okay, and then of course the other powerhouse is Abyssalicia. She was released in version 1.5 as a limited time hero. She's very good because she functions as both a main DPS as well as a tank, thanks to her talent 1 giving her 30% damage reduction, as well as talent 2 allowing her to revive with a decent amount of HP, if she gets knocked out, and she can do it repeatedly, so it's quite helpful. Yeah, so, and then the way I personally build her is by building her as offensively as possible with crit rate and crit damage. And then with the model sets, I will go 4-piece lightning, 2-piece attack with as much crit rate, crit damage as possible. And I like to make my Abyssalicia speedy. Okay, and then moving on to the next hero, I'll talk about Rose next, because Rose is falling off a little bit. She was dominating the previous season. Rose, I would say, is a good unit to have if you happen to have at least Ascension 3 on her and perhaps several copies of her signature sigil. This allows her to have enough starting ammo to do a bunch of early follow-up attacks on round 1 to apply a lot of offensive pressure. And her follow-up attack, AoE follow-up attacks in combination with a turn 1 energy burst by Abyssalicia allows you to pick up some quick KOs before the enemy can enact their overall game plan. And I tend to value speed on her, as well as crit rate, crit damage, physical damage, and then model set 4-piece physical. I eventually will farm a 2-piece attack percent. I haven't gotten around to it yet, but I run this set for PvE, and so yeah, I think this is okay. And then crit rate, crit damage, speed, offensive stats if you can. Okay, Carnissa is still somewhat present in the meta. She is being run by one of the top 10 players in normal arena, and Carnissa, the reason why I think she has revived a little bit is because due to the oppression of Abyssalicia, a lot of people are placing their squishier units in the back lane, in the back row now, which allows Carnissa to pick up some quick KOs against unsuspecting opponents. And so Carnissa is still quite good. The way I build her is going speed, crit rate, crit damage. I'll replace this eventually. And then, of course, 4-piece lightning. In order for my Carnissa to survive opposing energy bursts by opposing Abyssalicia, I do opt for 2-piece block rate. But 2-piece attack, if you're not worried about Carnissa dying, you can go more offensive if you'd like. And then, crit rate, crit damage, speed, that sort of thing. Okay, and then for supports, let's go over Echo since she's right in front of me. So Echo is very good because she has the ability to turn off enemies' energy bursts, which I think in combination with her speed tuning, or with her musical notes as well, being able to grant crit damage and attack, she just delivers so much offensive value, and the ability to shut off enemies' energy bursts is the cherry on top. So Echo is very much relevant in normal arena. And the way I build her, signature sigil, speed is the most important thing, and then it depends on what else you roll. And then model set, I've changed it to 4-piece block rate, 2-piece raging wave, and that has allowed me to keep Echo alive against opposing Abyssalicia, as well as make her fast enough to hopefully electro ban the opponents on turn 2 before they can start moving. And then of course we have turn, the queen. Obviously you want to go max speed if you possibly can. That's the most important stat. 4-piece block rate, raging wave, as much defensive and speed as possible. The reason why turn is so good is just because she's the fastest support who can buff the speed of your allies, and she has 4 different ways to buff the damage output of your team. Quite powerful. Lilira is still very important, especially if you plan on running a squishier unit like Rose, Tia, or Carnissa. Lilira is quite good because at Ascension 3 she offers a cheat death, allows an ally to revive, I should say, which is quite good. And then I don't have her signature sigil, but I do think the generic one, Unknown Spiral Sequence, is better because it offers 16.8% healing boost on this sigil, whereas her signature sigil does not. And then HP, speed, shield, strength. I value Lilira's shields quite a bit, so I do recommend when going with her model set to try to reroll for 5 out of 5 shield enhance if you can. But her heals scale off of her HP, so naturally 5 out of 5 block chance, some shield enhance, and everything else into speed. Obviously have max speed, and then as much HP as possible is quite good. I think that is all, right? 2 defenders, 3 DPSs, 2 supports, healer. Tia has fallen off. I will mention her briefly, but Tia has fallen off because nowadays people are opting to really turtle up to support their Abyssalicia, but also to protect against opposing Abyssalicias, and when Abyssalicia picks up KOs on my Tia, it feels so bad because her Dark Void disappears, and even if my Lilira revives Tia, my Tia doesn't bring the Void back until she starts to move. And so for this reason, Tia, for me, even at A6, has fallen off. I no longer use her in normal arena, sadly. But I still use her to great effect in advanced arena. So I'll talk more about the way I build her in the advanced arena video. So now that I've talked about the top performing operators in normal arena, let's go over the top teams. I'm going to go over my team first, which has allowed me to climb to rank 3 for my bracket. This is the team that I run on offense, and the reason I positioned everyone this way is because I'm protecting the front of this lane, and this lane with double defender and a tank. And this allows me to protect the 2 quarterbacks, Turn and Echo, which in combination allows my entire team to outspeed the enemies. And actually the combination of their speed buffs allows my Thunderrock to move before the opponent's turn, which allows me to apply the 6% damage reduction and ensure that even if the opponent's Abyssalicia bursts on turn 1, my Echo in turn will survive. So that's a basic idea, and if everybody survives, then Echo will Electro ban a couple opponents on turn 2 before they act, and this allows me to basically control the game. On defense, I run a different team, and my defensive lineup, it might be different tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow, and the day after that. I change my defensive lineup daily, depending on who attacks me with what. But as of this recording, this is the team that I'm running. Essentially, I have opted to surprise my opponent by sniping with my Rose a traditionally safe position. A lot of players in my bracket like to run this exact formation and hide their squishy Echo or whoever they want to protect on this side, so my Rose can basically pinpoint hit that area, hopefully pick up a KO thanks to softening them up, and then my Abyssalicia ulting on turn 1 to deal the killing blow, and that allows me to stabilize. But I recommend that if you run a squishy ally like Rose or Carnissa, that you must bring Lilira, and she has to be A3 in order to revive them, because it is very common for them to die from a turn 1 energy burst by the opponent's Abyssalicia. Yeah, so that's essentially the team, my defensive team. Now, in terms of other noteworthy teams, there is a team that runs Lilira instead of Thunderrock. So this is a variation to my offensive lineup. I like this team a lot because sometimes my Thunderrock might not do exactly what I want her to do, like parry the opponent's energy bursts, or maybe, you know, one of my squishier supports will die, and that costs me the match, because if the opponent picks up a quick KO against me and they have a Lilira and they stabilize with a full 5-person team on round 2, I pretty much know the match is lost. So Lilira is still quite impactful. And then another variation, if I can find it, I think it's Shinrai's team. Yeah, so for those of you guys who still run Carnissa, I recommend a team like this. Essentially, you're running a single speed tuner, an A3 Lilira, and then you're defending with either Thunderrock or Flicker, and then you have your main DPS and also main DPS Carnissa. So this is a very nice team too, because even if Carnissa dies against my Abyssalicia, the Lilira will revive Carnissa, pick up an easy KO on the back lane, and, you know, do a couple follow-up attacks, and he stabilizes that way. So that can be quite effective. thanks to the presence of Abyss Elysia, a lot of people are protecting the front now and leaving their back lane exposed to Carnissas who are on the hunt. So this is still viable. Okay, so now that I've gone over the top team archetypes, let's go over some showcases. That way you guys can see the vision. So I want to do something a little interesting here. Okay, so this is me against this guy. So this is two different flavors of double speed tuner, double, and also Abyss Elysia hyper carry. So the difference here is that I'm running Thunderrock and they're running Lilira. So let's go ahead and run this. I'm on the offensive against their defense. So I should be on the left. Okay, I will do 2 times so I can commentate. Okay, so he's faster than me. Yeah, he's faster than me. I think partly because he's on defense, but I think it's mainly because he's on defense. I would say that I'm at a disadvantage because at this point, you know, and he even energy bursts on turn 1. I'm not even sure how I won. Let's see. Yeah, because the thing is, if your Echo can energy burst before the opponent's Echo, then you have you basically have a huge advantage, especially if you pick up a couple Electro Bands. Yes. So let's see how this plays out. And note that because my flicker went below 50% HP, so she energy bursted on turn 1. That's my parry right there. I healed up a little bit. This is why I love Thunderrock at the frontmost position. Okay. And if I energy... Ooh! Oh, that's why I won. Okay. Don't put your Lilira there, guys. Yeah, that's how I won. Okay. So now it's a 5v4. Okay, but he has an advantage depending on who he Electro Bans. If he Electro Bans my Abyss Elysia, I'm in trouble. But I don't think he got it. I think he only Electro Banned my Thunderrock and my turn. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't get the ones that he wanted to Electro Ban. If he had... And so this allows me to Electro Ban him back. Although I don't think I Electro Banned anyone worthwhile either. It happens sometimes. Yeah, because as Abyss Elysia can theoretically still burst. But picking up that Lilira KO was so good. Okay. There we go. Ah, okay. Yeah, so it was a positioning error on the opponent's part. It's just positioning, it's not even an error. Yeah, my positioning was just superior. Okay, so that's one match. Let's do another one. I want to do something a little more informative. Oh, I want to show you the Carnissa in action. Oh, no. The Carnissa replay, for some reason, it like froze. I think there was a bug or something. Okay, let me show you my Rose team on defense against a traditional... Yeah, so this is another variation. And then... I want to show... Let's see. Okay, let's show this team. So this is essentially my offensive team against my defensive team. Let's do... This should be a good showcase. Okay, so... I'm the one defending, right? Yeah, I'm the one defending. My turn's faster. Yeah, so the thing is, whoever is defending, if there's a speed tie, the defender will go first. So that's why my turn went first. And this has allowed me to... Oh, but I didn't pick up the KO on Echo. So that's kind of a problem, because now she can Electro Ban on turn 1. Yeah. I wonder what I can do to prevent that from happening. Oh yeah, see, my Rose can't ult now. Wow, his Lilira is really tanky. Oh, and I didn't get the energy burst off either. So I wonder how I won. Yeah, because he has controlled the match right now. This is why I like this team, this offensive team. But he didn't get the energy burst off, so that was kind of a big deal. Okay, my turn is free to... Oh, I guess he only electro banned my... Oh, no, he didn't electro ban anyone. Interesting. Yeah, his Echo actually low rolled. I thought he electro banned my... He didn't electro ban any of my units. Oh no, she did. But then it was a brand new turn. Oh, okay. Yeah, because he electro banned my Rose, but that was in round 1, so round 2 it lifts. Okay. So actually bringing Echo to low HP on turn 1 is very good. I learned something. Yeah, okay. And then I pick up the rest of the KOs. Yeah, I pretty much defeated the back lane, so now it's just the front lane. So that's pretty good positioning of my Rose, right? Yeah, and everyone's still alive. Oh, except my turn will die. But my Lilira will revive turn C. Yeah, so... And I think at this point we've stabilized. Yeah, the only other unique team I can show you is the Karanissa team, but the replay's broken. In my previous recording, I filmed it, and the recording froze, and I had to restart the game. So I won't show it to you, but if you want to try that Karanissa team out, then, yeah, okay, very cool. So that pretty much wraps it up for this video. I hope you found it informative. If you haven't already, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care, guys.